Hello, fellow brick lovers. Welcome back to the channel. It's time for another backlog build and review. Let's bring the old randomizer up and see what we'll be working on today. What do you think it's going to be? Oh, yay! The Make It Blocks white race car. Okay, if you've seen my orange race car video that I built when I first started my channel, you'll see why I'm so excited to build this one. But it's got to be done. It's in the backlog, and the randomizer has spoken. I'm Mighty Joe, and you're watching. All right, everyone, welcome back to another exciting episode of Brick by Brick with Mighty Joe. On today's show, as you just saw, we are going to be building the white race car from Make It Blocks. The white racing car from Make It Blocks is a building set available at Dollar Tree, is for ages 6 and up, only costs $5, and consists of 301 pieces. Not a bad deal if you think about the piece count and the price. Let's go ahead and open it up and see what's included. All right, looks like we've got 4 bags of parts, an instruction sheet, and a sticker sheet. Now, these aren't so bad. The builds aren't that bad. Make It Blocks actually makes pretty decent products. As a matter of fact, I only use Make It Blocks products when I'm making my Mills plates because they're so inexpensive. The only problem I have with Make It Blocks is I am pushing 53 years old, and my vision isn't what it used to be, and these instructions are, they're really tiny. So we had problems when my youngest son was building the blue racing car, which is also on my spinning wheel. And what we did was we went ahead and pulled out the old scanner, scanned the instructions because there's no way to get them online, and went ahead and used the laptop to build it. So I think that's what I'm going to do with this one. I'm going to go ahead and scan it before I even start to make the build process a little easier. But yeah, $5 gets you all these pieces. It's not really bad. And I did get through the orange one. If you haven't seen that video, I'll put the link in the description below so you can check it out. It already has over 440 views, so somebody likes it. So I figure, why not? All right, folks, this is as good a time as any to start the build. Let's jump into this white race car and see if we can get it started. Are you ready? On your mark, get set, let's go! All right, folks, I survived this build, so let's take a deeper look at the Make It Blocks white racing car. So it turns out this one wasn't that bad after all. It really helped that I was able to scan the instructions and be able to zoom in on them on my laptop. Made the build a whole lot easier. Now, as I said in air quotes, this is the white racing car when it's obviously light gray. The box kind of looks like it's white and red, but I mean, I guess it could be seen as dark orange and gray. But either way, still a cool looking car. This was 301 pieces. Remember, it is from Dollar Tree and was only $5. So let's get a look at the car itself. We've got some cool decals that some of them were actually asked for you to put them on while you were building, which I thought was kind of neat. And then the rest were put on at the end. It's about the size of a Speed Champions car. I think this one is 6 studs wide. Might be 8. I'm not too sure. I didn't count. But yeah, it's a nice looking little car. And you know, one of the best benefits about this one is it rolls. Well, you would think, right? You know, of course it rolls. It's a car, right? Yeah, let's talk about the one I built back in the past. This is the orange Make It Blocks racing car that you may have seen me build a while back. But look at the air diffuser. The way this is built, the air diffuser, it goes down past the tires. So I didn't notice that when I reviewed it way back in, what was it, January or February? But if you look at that, it's kind of hard to see on the base plate, but the rear tires, they don't touch the ground. So that's kind of a design flaw right there. Now there are 2 other Make It Blocks race cars in the set, a blue one and a red one, and I do have them both on my Wheel of Destiny, so we'll see when those pop up. But yeah, all in all, it wasn't too bad of a build. Not bad for $5. Really good deal. All right, folks, that does it for this build and review of the Make It Blocks racing car. If you enjoyed this build and review, please make sure and like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, share it with your friends. Make sure you check out my TikTok, Brick by Brick Mighty Joe. And if you'd like to pick one of these up for yourself, I'll try to find a link for it and put it down in the description below. Dollar Tree does have where they can sell their stuff online. A lot of times, though, you'll end up having to buy a case of them. So if you've got a lot of kids that like to build cars and have a lot of patience, then probably be a good idea to buy them, or just check out your local Dollar Trees in your town or city. All right, that about does it for me here at Brick by Brick with Mighty Joe. Come see me next time, or we'll take it brick by brick. See ya.